Hey friends, on today's show, I'm not cooking right this minute, but I ask people to send me a recipe that they'd like to share, with everybody, or I just get letters, and I've been sitting down going through the mail, and so today I just want to talk about the people that I've heard from. And it just puts this big old smile on my face that I think if you threw a bucket of water in my face, I'd still be smiling. So I'm going to start with the first one, y'all. And this is from Lisa. And she tells me, she said, "Dear Paula, you have so brightened my time during quarantine. I have loved following you for many years." She says she's never been a banana pudding fan because she doesn't like the texture of the bananas after they've sat in the dish for a while. And I feel the same way as you, Lisa, about that. When the bananas start turning brown, I'm not too crazy about it. But she told me that last night she was with her family for the first time. It was the first time my grandchildren had been to my house since all this started. Well, I made Nacho Mama's banana pudding without bananas, opting to let them put as much or as little fresh sliced bananas in the dish as they enjoyed it. She said it was a huge, capital letters, huge hit. And they said they renamed it, we dubbed it No Nana Pudding. And Lisa, I think that is genius. And you know what? I think I'm gonna start doing the same thing, because you can slice your bananas, squeeze a little lemon juice on them, and they won't get brown, right away. So, and you can slice as many as you need. Thank you, girl. I just love learning from everybody and hearing what everybody else does. I know what I do, but I love hearing what y'all do. All right, now the next letter is from Paula Mathis. And she said, "I want to thank you so much for your YouTube videos. You really put a smile on my face. I am a nurse who works night shift, so I'm usually too tired to cook. Work is more stressful than you can imagine. And so let me say right here, Paula, my hat is so off to all of y'all out in the medical field. I've always held y'all in high regard, but the way y'all have all come to the forefront of the line with this virus going on, the whole world thanks you for being who you are and doing what you do, because I understand that every time you go to that hospital, that you're putting your own life on the line. So thank you so much for your unselfish contribution to this crazy world. She said, "I have 2 questions. Do you have any tips on cooking in a small kitchen?" Well, Paula, let me tell you, when I started the Bag Lady in 1989, I got me a business license, but I prepared all the food at home. I didn't have a dishwasher. I had a little teeny kitchen, and I had like this much counter space. And I prepared meals for up to 300 people in that tiny kitchen. Looking back, I don't know how I did it. But I did have my husband build me a wooden, it was a slab of wood and like a 2x4 here and a 2x4 here that sat on top of my stove. And that was my counter space. So after I turned off my stove, that became my counter space. So I feel your pain, girl. And Lord have mercy. Maybe if your husband could build you a little drop leaf table, on the wall, and let it drop down, and you pull it out, stand it up when you're in the kitchen cooking. I don't know, but she said, I don't know what I was thinking when I bought this house. And then she asked me what I consider a real Southern meal. Your corn casserole is already on my radar. Honey, that corn casserole is out of this world. And it don't take much room to put that corn casserole together. But to me, a real Southern meal is fried chicken, rice and gravy, corn, butter beans, collard greens, sweet potato yams, black-eyed peas, macaroni and cheese. Oh, how could I forget that? Fried okra. I'm getting hungry, Paula. So thank you for writing me. I know you've got to be exhausted. And she signs off with all my sweet Southern hospitality. Paula Mathis, BSN, RN, sleep-deprived nurse. Get you some rest, girl. All right, now the last thing I've got to show y'all. This is from Ruby Dickinson from Jacksonville Beach, Florida. And look, she put all these stickers on the outside of the envelope. How cute is that? I love hearing from the little children. And she had me 3 different envelopes now inside that envelope. All right, so let me see which one I should start with. Oh, I'll do that one last. All right. I love when I hear from the little children. Dear Miss Paula Deen, my name is Ruby. I am 8 years old. I love your YouTube channel so much. A lot of exclamation marks. I love to draw, so I made you this drawing. When I grow up, I want to cook like you. And she draws me a carrot, and she said, it's a carrot. Love, Ruby. That is so sweet. So sweet. Our little children, they're so innocent. Oh. Hold on just a minute. Oops. I will call them back. Okay. Now this one's got 2 sheets of paper in it. Dear, hold it. I love watching your show. My name is Ruby. I am 8 years old. One day I hope to be on your show. Love, Ruby. And she said, hold it. I don't know what she's wanting me to hold. Oh my gosh, she's the same age as some of my grandchildren. All right, what is this one? Oh, I love you, Jacques and Nicole. I don't know who that is, but it says love, Ruby, and she drew them ice cream sundae. And for 8 years old, it looks pretty darn good, doesn't it, Eddie?
It does.
Ruby is going to be an artiste. Okay. So, the last one is, well, now I've misplaced it. Got a lot of paper to keep up with here. Okay, here it is. It says, here is a recipe I made. It is very good. 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of pepper, 1 cup of cut up apples, 1 cup of cut up carrots, 1 cup of cut up strawberries, 1 teaspoon of sugar, and I love the way she spells sugar, S-H-O-G-E-R, sugar, and 1 cup of cut up grapes. And she said, I hope you enjoy. Love, Ruby. Ruby, thank you so much. And you know what? I just do this one day on a YouTube show. How about that? I wish you could be here to be with me when I do it. And I love your drawing. You keep up the good work. And I send you love and best dishes, honey. And I hope you always be as sweet as you are today. Love y'all. Thanks for the letters. I love hearing from y'all.